kids understand their purpose?
Well, you know, all of our children, no matter who they are, have a very special gift, you know, and it's about finding the gift. And I think it's also about finding what they're really good at, and it's not so much what they are, but who they are.
Absolutely.
You know, so many of our kids now today, or parents today, you know, judge our children by, you know, who they're hanging out with, what their grades are. And it actually really hinders their self-esteem. You know, when we start talking to them about who they are, you know, you're a loving kid, you're helping, you're a helper, you're spiritual, you're sweet, you're caring.
The core of who they are.
The core of who they are. Then allowing them to explore what that means for them.
Absolutely.
And setting up opportunities for them to volunteer at a soup kitchen, to help out with the Boy Scout, you know, to figure out who they are and encouraging that, you know, to blossom.
That's beautiful. I love that, Mom. Okay. What do you know for sure?
Well, I know for sure that kids with ADHD and autism recover. And, you know, I hear a lot of, you know, some parents say, well, what are you trying to do, cure my child? Like, this isn't about a cure. This is about helping them to become healthier, happier, more well-adjusted children, children that are socializing and being a part of our world. So many of our kids are very anxious, sleepless, you know, distracted. They're causing a tremendous amount of pain for themselves, for their family, and, you know, that's why it's so important to get this out there. You know, I know
and have
these
you
kids
found
get better.
in your personal experience your own child has recovered?
Evan is beautiful. Does he have still emerging issues with, you know, he goes to some special ed classes and everything? Absolutely. You know, I mean, it's not a perfection. He's happier, he's healthier, he's social, he's making friends. His self-esteem has just blossomed. You know, he's joining more group activities.
Wonderful.
He's playing with imagination. I mean, this was a kid that wasn't playing with imagination. No one knows that that's not okay. Like, that's not normal. You know, that's not a normal behavior. So,
meaning what?
You know, even just playing with figures, you know.
He wouldn't do that before.
He really wouldn't do that before. You know, he would be very rigid in his thinking. You know, he'd see this cup, but he wouldn't see the table. He wouldn't see the room.
Wow. So he would fixate.
He would fixate on certain things. He would look at a light and it would just be spinning. He wouldn't know how to play with the toy the way, you know, he couldn't. I remember one Christmas, and this was what broke my heart so badly. You know, I remember getting a little truck for Christmas, and all he had to do was pull the lever out to make the dump truck dump. He couldn't figure out how to pull the lever, and he was 4. I mean, and he would just look at it with such frustration, and he would beat his head against the floor. You know, he would take the truck and he'd throw it in anger because it just. Oh, I can cry. I mean, I just remember that scene. It would repeat over and over again. I mean, this was a kid that we knew had such a spiritual presence and was so loving, but we weren't able to access that until we did a lot of these things.
I feel
so I know it works, and you know, I have over 20,000 followers on Facebook, and every single day I get a testimonial from one of them that says their child's speaking, their child's social, their child's going back to mainstream school. I mean, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Absolutely.